Alright, in this video, you're going to learn how to put together a clarinet. Step 1, figure out the top of the case. Top of the case is the one with your name on it. It'll have the logo, usually like Yamaha or Bundy. It'll have the logo on it, Jupiter, whatever. Put it on the floor. I'm putting it on the table so you can see what's going on. Once you put it on the floor, you know that if something were to spill off the case, it will not fall from a far distance. Alright, if you put it on your lap and the clarinet falls off your lap, then you know we've lost the clarinet. Alright, so here we go. Put it on the floor, open the case. The case has latches. Flip the latches up, carefully and slowly open the case. You'll notice there's different parts of the clarinet. What we're going to do is first identify the parts. First part is the bell. Alright, it looks like a bell. We're going to put the bell first. The next one you will identify and find is the lower joint. The lower joint, and then the next one is the upper joint. The reason why you know the difference between, how you know the difference between a lower joint and an upper joint, if you put them close together, the lower joint is longer than the upper joint. The lower joint will connect to the bell, so I'm going to put that next to the bell. The upper joint, I'm going to put it by itself. Alright, before I assemble everything here, I'm going to have my reed, take it out of this reed case and stick it in my mouth. The reed needs to be wet. You'll notice the reed has a cut and the back is a flat side. I'm going to put the flat side on my tongue, like this. Okay? That's going to be in my mouth this whole entire time. Now, first step is to assemble the lower joint and the bell. Alright, the first step is to assemble the lower joint and the bell. I'm going to take the lower joint and I'm going to find a place where there's not that many keys so I don't accidentally bend it when I twist it together. Put my hand around there, alright, and then take the bell and twist it together like this. Alright, if that's really difficult to do, in your case you might have something called cork grease. It looks like chapstick. You put some cork grease around it and you just wipe it around with your finger, and then when you twist the bell on, it should be pretty easy. Again, we're using a twisting motion. So now you have the lower joint attached to the bell. Alright, next step is the upper joint. The upper joint, you'll notice the upper joint, we're going to let it hang with these 4 keys on the bottom. These 4 like side looking keys hang on the bottom. That's how we know it's right side up. Alright, we're going to look to make sure that there's a bridge key being pressed. If you look carefully, if I push these keys over here, if you look closely, if you push these keys over here, it makes this bridge key go up. This key has to be up when we put the lower joint together. If it's not up, then it'll hit the clarinet and it'll bend. It'll hit the lower joint and it'll bend. So push that up and carefully twist the upper joint and the lower joint. We want to make sure that the holes all line up so that your fingers line up together. Got it? So now you have the lower joint, you attached it, you have the bell, you attach it to the lower joint, and now you have the upper joint. Alright, you could put that down carefully. Next, you should know how to do this. You have a mouthpiece, right, and you have the barrel. Rather than just putting this straight onto the clarinet, I suggest you put the mouthpiece and the barrel together. This is the way we first learned how to play clarinet. Just a mouthpiece and a barrel, so might as well do that. It's also just easy to hold because you have the barrel here. You're going to take the reed out of your mouth. So the reed has been in my mouth the whole time. Take it out, take the flat side of the reed, line it up on the mouthpiece. Like this. Alright? You'll notice that there's hardly any black on the top of the mouthpiece, it's just a hairline of black. You're going to take your ligature. If you happen to have one of these ligatures, alright, a Rovner ligature, the screw is going to be on the far side facing away from you. So if I was assembling this, the screw is going to be on the right side and it's away from me. I slide it on and I stop where the ligature stops where there's the cut of the reed is. So it stops right there. And I twist and I'm done. Alright, some of you guys might have a metal ligature. So here's how it goes. You have your mouthpiece, the reed, line up the reed again with the mouthpiece. Again, just only a hairline of black in the top. I'm holding it with my thumb so it doesn't go anywhere. Different from the different than from this ligature, I'm going to have the screws actually face me. So the screws are actually going to face me. All right. I slide it down, and I stop where the cut of the reed is. I twist. And that's done. All right, doesn't matter. So once you got the reed and the ligature, all you have to do is hold on to the barrel so you don't break the reed and just gently screw it on to the clarinet. All right. The flat side of the reed should be on your tongue. You should be able to grab all the holes, and you're done. That's how you assemble a clarinet.